Hello, my beautiful people. How are we today? I see that the music is not very different in my speaking voice, so we'll turn it down a little bit. I am feeling exhausted. I thought my nap would help, but it seems to have just made me more tired. First time we're good, let's go. By the way, I'm Jelly Bear. Hello. And hello. Yes. Good. I'm Mega Cool Man. I've made myself a little concoction of, I guess G Fuel. Not actually G Fuel. Let's see if that gives me a bit more energy. Oh. Boom. Let's go. I don't look any different. I'm just very tired. Also, hello. Just say jelly bean. Jelly beer. Jelly beer. Jelly beer sounds great. What's a jelly beer? You know, after watching Harry Potter finally, I really want to try, what's the Harry Potter drink again? I've already forgotten. Butterbeer. I really want to try a butterbeer. What is butterbeer? I know this is very productive of the stream. We'll at least get the scene up. I've been feeling really creatively stunted at the moment, unfortunately. We'll get something done, don't you worry. I think I just made it load, did I not? I swear I just double clicked the scene. I'm going mad. Alright, that should be loading now. We completed Elden Ring. I completed it actually about a week ago. That was a really fun game. Oh yeah, I remember saying on stream I completed it. That was really good. I'm still finding things to do on it now. I really don't want to go to the next game plus until I've sort of done everything I want to do. Love in the background, thank you. Oh. I say thank you as if I made it, but it is a very nice background. I look at this street like texture budget. I don't know what I did, but the texture budget's nutty now. But that's fine because we can just go texture dot streaming dot pool. There you go. Stream dot pool size. There you go. Whoa. Oh man, it's so nice seeing this scene after the stuff I've been doing. I love my work at the moment. Long time no see. Oh damn, Peter. Wait. Is that who I think it is? No, maybe not. I just went to your channel. I have a friend called Peter, and I was wondering if it was him. Hello, my friend. Unfortunately have forgotten who Peter is. So, dude, I lost Melina. You lost Melina? So I'm terrible with names, even though I completed it. Melina. Oh, as in you've progressed into the game to the point where she does something. That was sad. That was really sad. One of the first subs, man. Not a. Okay, cool. Really? Have you been on the stream before? Peter, has your name been different? Is your train station finished? Yeah, man, that finished ages ago. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'll give you a look. In fact, not only will I give you a look, I'll load it up. I'll show you what the end result looks like too. Yeah, everything in this scene, I want to remember to call you Jelly Bear, because I feel like that's better than Aventurcraft. Aventurcraft? Is that like Adventure? Aventurcraft? Yes, everything in the scene is made by me, by hand. That was sort of the point, is I wanted the scene to be completely mine. Oh. Wait, hold on a minute. That ain't good. I think this is baked, right? Yeah, that's annoying. I can't bother to go find the file. I did something I didn't want to do because there was no confirmation. She was like, okay, bye. Wait, what? She could just leave? You should see what happened to her on my game. I'll show you train station in seconds. Let me load it up as well. The train station was so fun. I kind of want to do another project like that, but I think we're going to go on to sci-fi next. Because obviously I want to keep expanding the things I do. Because I just love punishing myself. What the heck? Is that doing the same? No, that's fine. So I wanted like some wood place to make it look a bit more cluttered. Oh, here you go. Here it is. So this is the train scene. Jesus, why is it so slow? There you go. Obviously, from this perspective, it needs the edges cut off. But, oh, we actually have it. Wait, where's its original camera, though? Oh, interesting. I've lost my original camera. I think it was roughly here. And if you play it, I think it's looking a bit too high, and I think it needs to be a little closer. But yeah. Blast of a scene. This is still my favorite scene. And despite the new one being a blast as well, I think it's because it's been cut off a bit because I got a job and now I'm sort of like not spending as much time on it. So the magic has worn off a little bit. I'm still enjoying it. But obviously, like today, I've worked an 8-hour shift. I even did overtime, so a bit more. I've had 2 naps today that just ended with me feeling more tired after waking up. And now I'm drinking this to try to give me some energy. Looks great, Steve. You look great, Peter. But yeah, this is really fun. I was going to show you it on the website as well, but this is basically what it looks like on my outstation. But we've got some little Easter eggs and stuff. It's funny, though, because like this is a great example of how detailed something needs to be depending on your camera angle. So if we actually come out of this, there you go, and we actually look at stuff normally. If we look at people, it's very lazy shadow work I've did. Like, look how wobbly that is. It's not cleaned up at all. Oh, don't worry, Peter. I've got a 3D art job. I've got a job doing it now, but it takes up a lot of my time. I'm making some really cool stuff, to be fair. I'm enjoying it. It's just trying to do that, do my own 3D, try to squeeze in video games, try to squeeze in hanging around with friends. It's a lot of juggling. And I'm not someone who goes out very often. Got my good account now. Nice jelly bear. That's what I like to see. What's this clip? I just love punishing myself. What? I just love punishing myself. Yeah, so I'm not giving up the 3D dream. I'm just busy doing the 3D dream, just not on stream, unfortunately. But yeah, like this is probably the thing that's probably the best texture resolution when you get close, because this still looks very good. But if you look at other stuff, we're looking at really low quality. But it didn't need to be high quality. Like this, it's just like, it's not too great. Back here, it's probably no quality because it's the stuff you don't see. Yeah. Why have I got that when you don't see it? But it's crazy how... It's crazy how, like... Back into perspective mode. How you only need something to the detail that you're going to see it for it to be good, you know? And this right here, everything looks really sort of high detail, despite it looking crappy when you get close. I think one of the best times is probably here. Oh, you know what? That's not too bad. Hey, look, I handwrote that. You can tell I have terrible handwriting. Look how terrible this is. This like shadow work. One day he'll be good at 3D. One day he will be good. He is hella amazing. Thank you so much. That's very, very nice of you. I've never thought I was very good at 3D, and I still don't think I'm very good at 3D. I just know how to take a lot of methods I've either found or developed over the year, and I use them to my advantage to make something that looks cool. I honestly feel like I should have become a programmer, because I'm really good at problem solving and working through methodologies and stuff. But I take all of that I'm good at and I implement that into 3D. I've explained this actually quite a few times on my stream, so I hope some people aren't sitting there going, "Oh, Steve, talking about this again." But yeah, like, yeah, it's just repeating that process till you get what you want. Like, we have some ways where I've messed up. Like, I don't think this looks very good because it doesn't match other stuff. Like, this door doesn't match this, which is pretty bad. But it's small things. Maybe I'm being too hard on myself. Oh yeah, I've looked at Rare, don't you worry. Obviously, yeah, actually someone said that my what's the game? Sea of Thieves. Someone said that my lantern reminded them of Rare, which I made this lantern ages ago. This was This was made in my old Starlight scene. They said the lantern reminded them of Sea of Thieves. Lantern came out really, really well. There's certain methods I do now to take the art a step further. I work at King Game Studio. King Games. King. So I'm terrible at game studios. Oh, these are cool. They made a Crash Bandicoot mobile game. I wanna. Oh, that's cool. It's like Temple Run. Oh man, I'd love to like something like that. My game theme is based off Sea of Thieves. Oh, that's cool. I think. See, we're getting like dark, very darkness over here. And I can't tell how I want to fix it. I've been messing with the light a lot. So maybe I shouldn't. Because the light's at a good level. There's just certain areas I wish looked a little bit better. I think the light works the best for the interior. I think the interior, the light works almost perfect. I would like, let's do that a little bit today. As obviously, I still have to do some models. I know, I'm being very lazy. In fact, maybe I'll delete this. I'd like to make the spyglass. I think that'd be a really cool model to make. But at this point, I don't know if I should... Jesus, they're all separate meshes. I don't know if I should just say bye to this. Does it add a lot to the house? Oh yeah, these need baking. These... this is such a lazy word to do. I should have made a texture. But we just made a model instead. But hopefully when that's baked, that'll look good. Yeah, I think I should take that out. One, it will save me time and we can actually finally call the scene done. Whoops. We'll take that out. I'd like to do the spyglass. I want to do this at some point. And we'll take out... Oh, we already taken out the rope that was here. Nice. Cool. So that means we're really, really close. This is all textured in. Yeah, that's got texture on it. Oh my god, that's not baked right, surely. The colour of that is so different. Okay, yeah, that's not baked. Good. Yeah, I kind of... Let me... Is this minimal default? Yeah. Minimal default. There you go. I want to make a duplicate, and let's call it Bow Scene Night. I want to test out... What? Put a space in it. And I want to test out some night lighting, because I think night lighting could look really, really cool. Boat Scene Night, minimal default. Yes, they're both of them. It's not going to be baked, though. Look how terrible it looks when it's unbaked. When you're making a scene, you will design it around whether you're baking it or making it dynamically lit. You guys probably already know this, but for anyone who doesn't. So, when you're making it around baked, sometimes your dynamically lit version, which technically is this, will look awful. But that's fine, because as long as, like, obviously that's what that looks like. But if we go to the minimal default, go to minimal default, because I've been experimenting, and obviously that's the lighting I want when baked. It's just when it's not baked, we obviously don't have the lighting we want. Do I want to do it now then? I can't, Steve got to go making flowers. Making flowers all night. I'll keep the steam on. Take care. Have a good one, man. As in making 3D flowers, because I instantly just thought you were becoming like a botanist, and you're like a botanist? And you're just making flowers. Botanist. Wow! An expert or student of the scientific study of plants. I can't believe I'm terrible at words, so for me to just, like, say that word out of nowhere. Oh, maybe it's being tired. Maybe when I'm tired, I use words that I wouldn't usually use. Is the audio fine, by the way? What up, Sour? Do I sound good volume compared to the music and stuff like that? See, the lighting's so bad right now, and I don't know if I want to... I mean, first off, we'd have to change this to a more bluey tone. And then reduce it to like 0.1. 0.25. And then we'd have to go into our directional lighting. Change you to 0.05. Blue. So, first off, we'd obviously be changing all the values. To essentially be very low. So, 1. And this one, 0. Yeah. Cool. That's nice and dark out here. We'd obviously then change this. Create a duplicate. Pop the duplicate in. Then we'll reduce the color significantly to make it quite dark. We'd probably have to make a starry night, but for now, we'll just do something like this. Probably even lower than that. Wow, that's too much. We'll obviously change this to a moon. Cool. Jesus Christ. Chill. Just scroll through the location. Oh, the map's not as big as I thought it was. And then we go to these. Make a new one for all of them. Go on to clouds. Are they not called clouds? They're the spheres. Of course they are. But they don't actually bake lighting. I wonder if that's a good or a bad idea. Turn off the emissive. Obviously the background doesn't look very good right now, it's fine. Hello, man! How has work been? Very tiring. I probably won't stream too long today. I've taken 2 naps today. Only about 50 minutes, half an hour, and it's made me feel more tired. I'm exhausted. Oh, it's been fun though. The actual work part's been fun, but it is making me very tired. How's it going with you, man? I know I keep just reaching for my drink, but oh, Jesus Christ. I'm definitely having an early night, or trying to. I know what it'll be like. I reach like 11 o'clock, and I'm like, woo, yeah! Like, I'll get all my energy back. My eyes hurt. That's how tired I am. Cool. Brightness, we want it to be like 0.1. Ooh, 0.3. Maybe we'll just have to get rid of the clouds. To be fair, I need to make better clouds anyway. We haven't got particularly nice looking clouds. I could always just put a normal night in. Like I could delete this. Tired, man. Been busy with brain dead appliances. Nice. That's what I like to hear. Oh, what the heck? What are you doing floating out here? These need to be replaced with essentially still a god ray, because I'd like to have a blue tinted one to simulate the moon. Oh my god! Whoa! Oh, that's why. Build reflections. Cool. If we go for a sky. Where is it located? If we go into the thingy files, these files, engine content, there you go, we go sky. We should find a sky dome. There you go. Cool. Fine. Oh no, we've got some right there, a direction like that. How do I edit this again? Star brightness here. I want it to go night, and I always forget how to do this. Hey, Mohammed, how's it going, man? I 3D model branded appliances such as. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Maybe you've told me that before and I've just forgotten. If so, I apologize. No, that's closer to what we're looking for. Sun brightness. And we don't any sun brightness. Yeah. 0. So I think all this is being probably caused by the fog now, right? Can probably get rid of the fog. Okay, so what we got left to do now? How do I make it look like proper night? This project's taking forever. Don't worry, we'll get it done very soon, very soon. I just need to do this. And I just wanted to make a night variant real fast, but I'm trying to remember how to do the skybox stuff. I can't remember. Like, what I could do... File, new level. Time of day. Yeah, save it. It's coming to here. Try to simulate. I was gonna say, whoa, why my clouds are weird? What the heck? Get rid of the clouds. Make it nighttime in here. What? That's what you look like at nighttime? It just goes pitch black. What the heck? Well, we won't use that then. I didn't actually realize it goes pitch black like that in this scene. Let's get back to my scene then. Boat. What do I call it? There you go. What's just night? Save. Oh, what? It's nothing. Okay. Save. Save. Oh, saving the map I was leaving. What was that? What? What does this nighttime look like? I'd like to make a huge moon. Like I'll actually do a texture for one. I remember making the moon. Whoa, this is really running into my performance. What the heck? What is this scene I'm loading? Oh, what? Interesting. Okay. So can I just save this thing? This is like my old environment. I forgot I imported this. We're going to be looking at that. Shader's being baked now. So if I just paste that. Aha. So that's already better to closer to nighttime. So yeah, the fog is the last thing causing light. So if we just set this to low. So this is obviously not baked. When it's baked, it should look very different. Wait, no. Did I just click build lighting? I want to build reflection spheres. Not going to build lighting or anomaly shaders. I was hoping this gives me a bit of energy. No, I didn't want to build lighting. I meant to click build reflection captures. Please, have mercy. Forgive my mistakes of clicking the wrong thing. I wouldn't mind, but the fact that it like freezes on you, you know it's processing in the background. I think UE5 is better for that from what I'm aware. Like it will tell you everything you click cancel at whatever point, but it just freezes. And I'm sitting here like, well, I don't want you to build the lighting right now. We'll go back to the day in a minute, because this won't look right till I bake it anyway. And because everything's got baked lighting on it right now, it's going to be showing a lot brighter. Oh, wait, no. It's not got baked lighting on it, so that's good. Come on. Really, UE4? You're going to do me like this? If you're going to do me like this, I'm just going to end you. Because I can't bother waiting while streaming. Whoa! It just freaking ramped up so hard in processing power. My mouse right now, I don't know if you guys can even hear me. My mouse right now is like freaking out. Get out of here, UE4. No. Don't mess with me. I kill software like you. I eat software like you for breakfast. I like how different in color it is when it's not baked, though. That's crazy. Oh, we won't look at the night scene. What I want to do is do these now. I just want to make some tattered lines in there. I'll probably just do it as a whole texture, to be honest. Oh, wait. I'm not freaking... Wrong screen. There you go. Yeah, I want to do these at the moment. So, because since we've done those, we delete that top part. What should we... Let's do the spyglass. I think that'd be cool. I don't know where to put it, but it'll be, once again, another, like, unique asset. Your... needs to be set to this. Wait, I used to... What? I swear to God, random assets, whenever I use UE4, will swap themselves to movable. And I don't know why. Because I swear to God, I don't do it. I should probably... I don't know. I need to redo you as well. We're close, man. We're close. Tomorrow's going to be a big push. I want to do a lot of work on this tomorrow. Someone wrote in my comments, as a joke, there's someone who watches my channel a lot. Let's move that down. They were like, how does she get to the high places? And I was like, have you seen all the ladders placed around? Boom. Got one hidden here. Boom. We got... I know we have some others somewhere. We got one over here. Boom. I was like, ladders, man. Yeah, we got our ropes in. Which I could squish a little bit to fit that a bit tighter. I don't think we're going to row too much that it intersects. Oh, well, we were if it intersects like that. Jesus. Oh, that's why it's like that, right? Okay, well. Oh yeah, we did this back bit. Got a lantern on here. Let's go find that spyglass in my project. Duplicate, bring it out, make it nice and straight. Putting into Blender, it needs to be a lot bigger, so I'm just going to increase the size now. Don't mind about the... It's a bit high resolution, but that's fine. Oh, it's all one mesh, okay. So sometimes one mesh makes it a little bit harder. Is it really? That does surprise me. That doesn't... Oh, yeah. So because it's one mesh, we'll start making some seams on it for the textures. One here. Is this part a separate mesh? Oh, it is. Oh, I see, I see, I see. So let's isolate this and then hide. The this probably doesn't even need to be unwrapped. Yeah, it's fine because it's already fine the way it is. Let's mark a seam on here. Or I could delete this and squeeze you in a tad. That way when it comes back, you won't see that. We want to mark seam probably here as well. We want to do it here. Should be one already in here that I just did. Yep. And then turn you up. There you go. When you maybe get the time, can you show me how you made that stylized waterfall? Oh, yeah, I'll load that up now. Oh, I don't know how long the scene's going to take to load. There's actually two ways I made it, but I can't seem to find the other way, and I actually prefer the other way. But the principle's the same, so we'll show you how to make it. You can do it that way. Hopefully. Stylized kit. There's two on here. I'll open this one and hope that's the more up-to-date one. as I've said before, the main reason we're here is because I want to show you guys, I want to teach you guys how to do things. So obviously, if you're here because you want me to show you something, always hit me up and I'll tell you. Never feel guilty. Never be like, you know, why you're streaming? Do you mind showing me that? Nah, that's why I'm here, man. Like, I know that's not necessarily what you did, but yeah, you know, never be afraid to ask me how to do the things. Just cut that to like here. I could probably cut it to here actually. Here. Cool. Now I want to cut each of these. Make sure that's the inside, right? Yeah. Make sure we're selecting the interiors each one. F. I've got a new keyboard, so my fingers aren't always in the right place to press the buttons I'm looking for. Wait. Yeah, that's right. Now if we go into... So that's probably going to take a while to load. With that said, I should probably reduce its processing because it's probably going to be insane on my performance. Oh, you know what? I bet. Have I got the waterfall in this scene? I do. Right, I could just show you in here. Now let's say if I'm not closing the wrong scene here. Bugger, really? That was that one? Huh. Okay. Well, let's close the other UE4 that I'm loading up in the background. Reopen that one that I just closed. And I'll show you in there instead, because there's no point loading up an entire scene when I've already got access to it in our little project. Cool. Right. So, grab this. Yeah, it's a bit scaled incorrectly, but that's fine. So its scale would usually be probably somewhere around there. Look, waterfall. Whoa, look at that. Yeah. So the way the waterfall works, ignoring the weird lightings because there's a sun over there, is if we go to, so it's made up of two meshes, right? If we look at it, I like how it's scaled really weird. What the heck? So you've got your inner mesh, you've got your out mesh, right? And it's just a shape, right? It's just like a cylinder. Like if we go to Blender, I can replicate it. All it is, I probably used a cube. Gotta get hiccups. I probably just deleted one end. Selected this end. Probably did something like this. Actually, I only made it in Maya, so similar to this, but why does that increase so much in size? That's so weird. There you go, it's better. So you can increase the size if you want it to get wider at the bottom, but whatever. So I probably did something like this, right? So we've got this shape. Cut the bottom off. Let's move that. So we've got our waterfall shape, and that's our water. So when we do the water material, all the water material is, so if we look at it on a plane, there you go. It's nothing special. What's that like? It's literally just some. I probably just got some noise or something. Let's have a look. Yeah, so I got essentially this texture. Oh, it bumps out a little bit from the look of it. Chip contrast. Yeah, well, displacement. So bumps out a little bit, but yeah, all it's essentially doing is taking this. If we preview this, taking this information and then multiplying it by some colors up here, and just having like a flowing water effect, right? Nothing too special. And then that's obviously the first effect on the waterfall. And then I've got some stuff for scattering as well, which gives you, or you can see it there, which gives you the effect of the light coming through it. So the light's on the opposite side. So this is the light on this side. And then if we turn the light over there, let it goes through it. And then we've got some Fresnel to make the edges white. So the Fresnel being this part here. And all that does, if we start a preview, as you can see, it makes anything that goes around the horizon of the object, that's how I call it anyway. I'm changing it between two colors. In this case, I'm making it white. So that way you get that white outline of it, because it's a rounded object. Then, if I show you this with a solid material, like if I were to take the warp material and pop it on this watch, it's like, oh, where did it go? It didn't go anywhere. It's the actual foamy parts is the exact same mesh. So all I've done is grab the mesh, or grab the mesh like this, and then I've scaled it up like that on the normals. Deleted these. Now, there's two ways to do this. The second way I actually prefer, but I don't know where I've put it, so I can't show you. So, and then we've got basically one that sits on top. If I were to separate selected, we'll have we'll have one, and the interior one's obviously flipped, so we just want to flip that. Face the outside, it gets it up both facing outwards, move it, and we've got essentially one sitting over the top of the other one. And then what we're doing for the second one is we're putting the foam on it. So the way that the foam works is, again, it's the mesh that sits on the top, and then all I've done is made it, it's unlit as well. I've put an emissive on it to give it some color because it's unlit. I've then made an opacity mask. So if we look at that, look, it's probably not very complex. I don't think it would be. So I've got these two textures. So if we take a preview of those, you could obviously clip this or whatever you want to get back. So that's one lot of the foam going one direction. So just connecting a panner at the start of it. Same here. Going the opposite direction, adding them together. So we get this, like, you know, that falling foam effect. These should actually be slightly different speeds, which they are. That way you don't get too much repetition. Dividing it by whichever value I want to take away. So I guess a bit lighter, a bit darker in color. And then the foam amount basically allows me to increase that or lower that, because what I'm going to do is called a... Oh, I'm cheap contrasting it. I could have rounded it. So round would do the exact same thing, where it's going to round it up or down. So if I increase this value, you will see more come through. See that? It's doing the exact same thing here with the cheap contrast. Almost the same. If I turn this down a little bit, you probably... Oh. Well, it would do if this is set to 1. Now if I turn this up. See that? So now we've got this, like, foamy effect going down. Itchy, sorry. So let's reset those back to its default values, because I don't want to change it just in case I'm using it for anything. I don't think I'm using it for anything. And then all you do with that is then connect that to your opacity mask. And then when it's finished, close that, you'll get this. Now, one additional thing I'm doing is, as you can notice, there's no foam appearing at the top. So when I unwrap it in here as a mesh, I've made it so the top of it is the top of our UV sheet and the bottom's the bottom, right? What that means I can do is when I'm in here, I hope this makes sense, Jelly Beer. So when I'm in here, where is it? I know I'm doing this well. We're doing a linear gradient. We go to this. Oh, well. There you go. So we're getting darker at the top and lighter at the bottom. And then I'm multiplying that, doing a little bit of extra stuff. I'm essentially multiplying that by our thing we have here. So as you can see, we get darker as we get to the bottom. Now, an opacity mask will already do sort of a round anyway. So now what that will essentially look like if I round it, that'll give us the result of this. He says. Let's add an ad. Put 2. Put 3. 0.4. Here you go. 0.5. Whoa, 0.45. There you go. So at the top, we're getting no foam. And as it comes down, we're producing more and more foam because I wanted the foam to obviously appear towards the bottom. Does that make sense? And then use that information to then start generating your foam. Now, the reason I was saying earlier I did it a different way is it's essentially the same material but flipped. So we have the water on top and the foam underneath, but instead of making it so it's like a floating effect, which some people actually prefer. So we've got the foam looking like it's floating on top. See that? It's obviously a very stylized effect. The other way I did it was I made the foam underneath, and then I used tessellation to bring it above the surface. So that way the foam looked like it appeared sort of over the water, and it looked like it was a 3D foam instead of like this floaty 2D foam. Depends what you want to do, but it's the same process. And I hope that kind of helped. So what I mean, it was very hard to do a tutorial on because it was a little mismatchy of different ways I do things. What's if I go to cinematic? What's if we go to high? This means we need a PhD in maths to create materials. Yeah, pretty much. Hey man, have you seen did you ever see my water material? I shouldn't show you guys this because I sell it, but this was a fun material to make. I've actually made a lava material recently, which is quite complex. But this isn't just the end of it, because if you go into here, you've got material functions I've made. So if we go to the function, we've got all these added bits to them. So that one's not too complex. This one I think is a bit more complex. Whoa. Thank you so much. I hope that was understanding. It's more... I'm hoping you understand the concept more than anything, because if I broke every single part down, we'd be here for ages. Yeah, this is a very fun material. I love this material actually. It's still my favorite material. In fact, I can show you a scene I made recently because they put it on Twitter. Twitter. If I go into here, what did they? God, tired, man. Here you go. And this uses my water material as well. They're not really showing it off, though. When you get close, you can see mossy rocks and stuff. It was really fun to make. But yeah, this is using the same water material. But that was some work. Some of my work I've done at the moment. Very fun. Like I've said before, I love doing my job. It's just sometimes a bit tiring. So yeah, we've got that against us. What's our FPS in that? Oh, we've not baked our lighting. Yikes, only 75. I've said this before to people because I remember when I was at my company, they were like, "We're not getting good FPS on cinematic," and I was like, "You're not supposed to." If you go onto UE4's documentation, they literally say cinematic is not for runtime, it's just for literally baking your cinematic. So don't feel bad if you get low FPS in cinematic mode. It's literally not supposed to be used for that. But it is nice to... Wait, where did my bake lighting go? It is nice to have a little fly through in cinematic mode because you get some more detailed... Oh yeah, you can tell this is a bait. What's causing that? Oh wait, so yeah, we need to fix this. We export that to our desktop and then we never fixed it. But yeah, material making is you end up actually having simpler materials the better you get at it, in my opinion. Like when you're beginning it, you're like, oh, I need to connect. This looks so beautiful, by the way. Thank you, man. When you're originally doing your materials, like, oh, I need these 20 nodes to do this. And then when you get good at it, you're like, oh, I actually only need 4 nodes. You know what I mean? Like, you start realizing that you don't need it as complex. You're beautiful, by the way. Did I not export this to my desktop? It's amazing how few assets there actually are. Like... That's it. That's all the unique assets in the scene. It feels like I've done so many. Well, I say unique. We've got our level components as well, which is a bit more extra. But yeah, I feel like I've done way more than this. But again, I think it's mostly just because I've been obviously working at it for so long, and because I've been squeezing it in the time I've been working. Because I would usually do what, like 10 to 15 hours of streaming a week, if not 20. And I'll do it every other day, 3 hours a day, 3 hours when I do it. So if I did it Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, that would be at least 12 hours. Whereas, and then I wouldn't be talking like I am now. I'd be getting to work because I wanted to do 3D. But because I've been doing a job, I'm not like, whoa, I need to go do 3D now. I'm just sort of like, oh, I'm chilling with the boys, you know. I just want to have a bit of a like. I'm amazed you guys like my stuff so much though, because I look at other people's work. And I know you're not supposed to look at other people's work and put your own work down, but I look at other people's work and I'm just like, these guys' stuff looks so much better stylized than mine. And then when you guys come in and goes, oh, this looks great, I'm like, does it? I don't think my stuff necessarily looks bad, but I don't think it looks fantastic. But then you guys come in and tell me it does, and I'm just like, really? Maybe you guys see it like the equivalent of like a really attractive person going, I'm not that beautiful. I think at the end of the day, I just like making things. Even if they don't turn out like super amazing, I just like making things. And it's only till recently I think I've really been complimented for it. Because when you suck at it, your stuff's always gonna suck. But recent, like a couple of years, I've improved a lot more. So people actually come in and they do compliment my work, and it's really, really nice of all of you guys and everything. That's cool, you know. It's cool that people appreciate the art I'm actually doing. So if I re-import this, it should fix. But it will be unbaked, so we'll see like a pop. It'll change color. Well, it's still coming in as 3 different. I can never remember which one. Change the material array to reflect the incoming FBX means that the one that fit keep material systems from the existing data. Yes. Cool. Yeah, so change color a little bit. It'll bake and look better again, but it's still clipping. Oh, bugger. I loaded up the wrong thing. Right now at work, I've been in charge of a lot of management stuff, so I haven't actually been able to be as creative as I like being. And I get called up all the time and like, oh, Steve, help me with this, help me with that, fix this, fix that. And I like the idea, obviously. I love the idea that people actually come to me and see me as someone who can help them. But man, I am making stuff for a Steam right now, don't get me wrong. And it's going to look really cool, and I can't wait to show you guys. In fact, even the people I work with who've seen it has been enjoying what it looks like. But the issue is I've just... You know, like, when you take a week out of 3D art, and you come back... Wow, there's only one person watching, what the heck? And you come back, and you guys are like, I don't want to hear this story. You come back after a week, and you're just like... All the creative juices are just not flowing. Know what I mean? I hope you know what I mean. I know that sounds very weird, but... Well, this is not brilliant. But it feels like that at the moment. It feels like I've had like a... Even though it's only a short break, I feel like I've had a break where I'm just not being very creative right now. Which is why I want to make this spyglass. Oh, we just hit the hour mark. Wow, that was a good time to look up there. Why is this... I swear this is scaling different than what we are in here. Oh, well. The chains can be loose anyway, that's fine. It's a floating rock. It's not going to be having pressure technically on them. It just depends how tight they've made the chains. So technically, them being a slight bit loose makes sense. I'd say true. I always take like 1 week, 10 days break after like month-long projects, and it's so hard to... Yeah, like, I'm not a very creative person. And people are like, what? I'm not a very creative person. A lot of my ideas come from an existing idea. I'm very good at building off an existing idea, but I'm not good at starting an idea. But it's more like that creativity. Like, I will sit there and I'll be like, why can't I get any of these textures looking good? Like, my brain just can't, like, make it look good after a short break. And then there'll be other days where I'm barely trying and I'm like, this looks beautiful. You know, it's so weird. How your brain can just sort of work like that. Let's get rid of these now. I like to think that one of the best things I have going for me with my work is I do a lot of things in very simple ways, like showing how to do that waterfall. When broken down, it's really not that complex of a thing. Wow, this is not the best UV map. But yeah, like when broken down, a lot of what I do isn't actually that complex. It's just coming up with the idea. That's the interesting part. Like that spark of like being more logically creative than being actually artistic. I love when people show me some of their work as well. You know, it's a gift. The fact that I have a community that, especially when you guys come to me first before showing it to other people, I don't care if you do. If you want to show it to like your best mate, go for it. Don't show it to me first. But it's an absolute gift when you guys come to me and you're like, Steve, look at this. And that's so cool. And I have friends who do the same, who come to me first and have a look, not for critique, just to look at it. That's so cool. I love being able to look at people's work, and I love being able to admire other people's art. Because I have friends who can sit there and draw. Like, I have a friend who sent me this image recently, and he was like, oh, I just doodled today. And I was like, doodled, man. Like, he's like, I doodled this during lunch. I'm just like, how? Like, it's just so creative. Like, the fact that his brain can work like that, and his hands can work like that. Oh, it's so cool. As you can tell, I very much envy. Where has everything gone? I very much envy. What? The ability for people to be able to draw. What am I looking at? What? Why am I just seeing loads of lanterns? When I unhide, it's not here. What? Okay, let's just go to our normal layout. It's fine here. And let's just do a divide. And let's turn this into our UV. There you go. Very strange. I want to know what this shape is here. Where is that? What? So why is that specifically decided to say, nah, I'm not going to unwrap? Oh, it's done it now? What the heck? I'm going to replace it. I think something that some people can't get over when it comes to just doing 3D and stuff is, especially because I'm doing it as a job now, is it's still a job. And I think some people have a really hard time separating out that. Because I've had some friends who have kind of given up on doing 3D. Because they didn't want it to feel like work. But the problem is, it's hard to keep doing something for free, you know, when there's no payoff. And some people can, but yeah, a lot of people I know can't. And it makes it so they stop entirely, and it's such a shame. I've had so many art friends stop doing art entirely because they can't push themselves to do it as just a hobby. Because they don't have any appeal doing it as a job. And I get it, because obviously doing it as a job means it starts feeling like a chore instead of feeling like a passion. So I get it, but man, I personally think having a spyglass having a creative hobby or even a job is just really good for you mentally. Being able to just like flex. Hey, look a bot. Being able to flex. I don't mean flex as in I mean flex as in like train, I guess, and wow. Um, a creative interest, I think really helps your brain because you just start thinking like I guess differently. I guess it's when they say like brain training is good for you. It's kind of like that, like training that creative part of your brain. It just makes you feel good. And I think the most important part is just don't worry if your stuff still sucks. You can draw like a child, and it's not a bad thing, Just do it. Do it anyway. Oh, I'm exporting the entire thing because I'm an idiot. I'm supposed to click selected only. Because it's just good, man. I need to get back into drawing. Actually, I'm just having so much trouble finding the time. Come on, man. I should have clicked export. Why is selected object not on by default? For me, 3D is very special because it helps to bring things to life, things that I could not experience otherwise. Yeah, I think 3D is so important for me because I can't make something any other way. I've just never been very artistically gifted. And I know people say it's not about being gifted or talented. It's obviously about training. And I've trained. I've spent hours and freaking days and weeks and years trying to get better at drawing. But the problem is my mind can't do it. My mind can't just make something out of nothing. Where with 3D, even if I'm just starting with a cube, something is there to work from. And that helps me like leaps and bounds. That gives me something to build off of. It's like giving me Lego or Connects. I can still build something out of that because there's something there to begin with. Whereas when people just give me a pen or a piece of paper or a pencil or some paints, nothing's going to happen. It just... One, I'm not very good at it, but even if I was, I don't have that starting point, that sparks for people to get going. I need something to work from. This needs to freaking hurry up. I hate it. I hate it. I hate that Blender doesn't export selected by default. It's the dumbest default. One of the dumbest defaults I've ever seen in a piece of software. Oh, is it done? Oh, I was about to recover it instead. File, export, FBX, selected. You guys haven't seen me in ZBrush in a little bit, so this will be interesting. But yeah, like... Yeah, 3D just helps me actually make something. But it's interesting because you could just start from like so little when it comes to 3D. Like you could literally just be like, oh, let's make a really large room. Really large room. There you go. And then let's make a top to it. Cool. Now let's make, some huge pillars. Cool, okay. Hey, Captain Blue, or Captain Blue, because there's like a hyphen above the... Hey, how's it going, man? And they can be like, yeah, that's an idea. And you're like, hey, so what if we now, like, array this, and then we space this out by 10. Maybe not 10, that's further than I thought it'd be. 2. Cool, and then we do that, like, 50 times. Cool. And then we do another array. and we do that this way, and we do that 50 times. Cool, cool, cool. We lower the ceiling down so that it actually matches where we're going. There you go. Oh, nice, nice. Now we've got the Mines of Moria. You know what I mean? Like, you could just do something. Like, you just get to a point. How do I deselect things? Whatever, just like this. And we've got these, like, you go really low down, and we've got these huge mines. And obviously you can come into Blender and do some of this. Pop lights in. And you can pop like that around the corner. Like this. Well, cool. Thank you. I'm just giving an example of how 3D can help like spark an idea. You can do something like one back here. And then maybe one. Oh, it stops rendering at a certain distance. You see that? Yeah, it just stops rendering it. That's very interesting. So you can select like this one here, turn that to like, hey, Kai Sicking? Key Sicking? How's it going, man? I'm showing how 3D helps sparks ideas. So no, this is not something very cool. This is just like an example. And you can make the, you know, the light on this orange to make it look like it's supposed to be like fire. Then it's 150. You can sit back here, lower that down. You've got like a really basic like basis to a scene, but I couldn't draw that, is the difference I'm trying to say here. I couldn't whip out a pen and draw that. I mean, I could come into here, turn on our cavity, turn on our well, okay, the shadows don't really work. On both. Go and get like our basic outlines. And I could take a picture of this, and I could take that to Photoshop and draw over the top. Or I could take this one and draw over the top because I know where the light is coming from, and it helps to get a starting point. And obviously, because this is all a duplicated mesh, there you go. I can like bevel this. There you go. So I get these beveled edges to it. Just gonna change it all completely, is it? No, it's fine. Like put 2. Put 2 on that. Boom, we've got this beveled edges on it. Like this. That's smooth looking. But yeah, it's just like I said, 3D is just a really good way to, I don't know, there's like like if you had to draw this, look how long that would have taken. Even just this simpleness, just these pillars, you'd have to do all the shading and everything. Right, I could just replicate. Look, I've even got like this sheen here, this like a highlight on the edge as the light hits it. Yeah, 3D is just so flexible. Know what I'm saying? Oh. And like I said before, I wish I could draw it. I wish I could do that. But it's just something I've never been good at. So I instead tried to take any talent I would have wanted for 2D and try to put it into 3D. I keep burping, man. Import. Wait, where did I save this? Did I not save it on my desktop? I thought I saved something called a spyglass on my desktop. Spyglass desktop. Oh, that's not my desktop. Why does it oh, because that's where this project is. That's not how you spell glass. How's it going, Captain? And Kai. What's this? Kai. Painting light and shadows is so hard, especially something when making something realistic. Yeah. Like one thing I saw recently that was actually I thought was surprisingly cool was. Now this is gonna be awful because, like I said, I'm terrible at drawing. But let's see if I can get an example for you. Show what's new. No, I'm good. Okay. Basically, so let's like draw a cube. So something I saw recently, and it won't actually be as good on a cube. I just realized as I'm doing it. Terrible. You know what? I cannot draw straight lines either. I see some people like BAM, and it's the straightest line you've ever seen in your life. I do it. Actually, it's not too bad. I do it. My straight lines suck usually. What I saw recently, and this sounds like really obvious to people, but it sounds like this should be really obvious. But it was like when you actually paint shadows, you should do it essentially in like layering. Now I don't know if this will work for everybody. Oh Jesus! Where's the pen pressure? Yeah, cool. So what it first showed is like paint your things. So if we just try to paint this quickly, it's gonna be a bit sloppy. Don't worry about that. I can't draw like I said. Paint your things with like the layering and as a block. Like do it in blocks first. So if we have like a single shadow here, then this one's like kind of. Let's turn you off this. There you go. And turn you up. This one be kind of like weaker. And then we leave that one like that, right? And what it basically said was after doing a block, then start working on your smaller blocks, essentially, of your shadows. So if I was like, oh yeah, if we got the light coming across here, you'll get a tiny, you know, maybe you'll get a tiny bit of the light. Make this, you get like your second, well actually towards the bottom. So you get like your second block, right? And like across here. And then basically, and then it says, oh, then do the same thing with your highlights. So if I were to make this white now. And then basically it was like working your way through it. And the way that you paint something is you start with all the block. Like what you want to do is you don't want these lines that I've got in it as well. But you start with just the block colors, and then you start defining the block colors with more and more detailed shadows and more detailed lighting until you get to a point where it looks realistic. I can't really demonstrate because I can't draw, but it was a really good method. Desktop, spyglass. Hold on a minute. Why is there like 3 things in the spyglass folder? But yeah, like it was basically saying, don't draw lines. I did that as a bad example because I drew lines. But don't draw lines. Draw block shapes and draw smaller and smaller block shapes until you get to the point where you've got a detailed lighting. And I was like, oh. Please set the file. Wait, it's imported everything. What? What? File. Oh, it's because I reopened it and I didn't click this. I'm an idiot. Spyglass. No. ZBrush, please. What happens when you do this when you're tired, guys? Get out of here. What the hell noise was that? Did you guys hear that? It was like twing. What I can use to an extent is ZBrush. I'm not amazing at it, but I can do a lot of basic stuff, which helps with my workflow. Honestly, I'm the most basic artist you'll meet. I do so many basic techniques, but I do them to a point where I can do, I guess, professional work. Cool. Ooh, I might have clicked that too many times. No, we don't want it to be 33. We will probably want it to only be about 2 million. That's fine. Cool. Now, the problem actually I bet I'll have here... What? Oh. I've not got the settings on correctly for my pen. Tablet. Where's my tablet? Has it got tablet? 10 tablet. There it is. So this. There you go. So the way I usually start with this, so this needs to be metallic. So first off, one thing I don't know why, is because I've not got divisions in it. I'll show you like this. You'll see we'll have it very detailed this way, but not very detailed this way. Now you can resolve that. No, look, it's very detailed here. Like that looks great. Whoa. But this way, nothing. One way to resolve that, you can barely see my head when I'm doing this, is you can come back into here, and I could just start dividing these out till they're somewhat square. So this is basically how to do it in like your software instead of doing it in ZBrush. I prefer doing it this way usually because I like trying to keep the same shape. So for me, this is actually my preferred way, weirdly enough. Now if we go back to ZBrush, we do a file, import, and reload it. Yes. File imported. Cool. Now if we start dividing, you'll have details both ways. So 3 million, that's fine. Cool. Another way to do it is you could do it in ZBrush and you start dynameshing and retopologizing. The reason I don't want that is the reason I don't want to do that, is I'll show you in a minute. So first things we want to do is we kind of just want to damage some of these edges. So not anything too special, just like some wear. So we can have like a big dent if we want like that. Here too. Probably turn this a bit more, turn it a bit up. Slightly reduce that scale so I can press harder. A little bit more. So I can press harder in it now to get these really strong dents. So like this. I just want that to be smooth. So if we turn this down here, start smoothing it. Up. That's fine. Cool. So some things we could do, or I like to do, is I hate that. Look, you slightly go off it. Boop. I don't have the most steady hands, so I always do that. So I don't know how well this will work on a actual, not intensity, sorry. Scale. Ooh, scale. Now I don't know how well this will actually work on a rounded geometry. I usually do some flat things, but I like to bump it out a little bit like this, right? Just with your standard brush and then colored spray, because that way it makes other parts higher and lower. Then I like to start flattening those areas out. Oh yeah, see, we're gonna have some issues doing that though, so I don't know if that's the wisest idea. Let's undo that quick and just start flattening out normally. Because if we see that, so I can always use the actual flatten tool as well. I don't think it's going to work very well either. So I might just do something like this, make it weaker, and then just do, wow, Jesus, make it even weaker. And basically just do like a very quick turn it up. I should probably turn it down. Just wow, look how much it's affecting it, even though we're only at 7. Yeah, just a very quick wipe over. So I could do that here too. Turn it up a tad. Just to give this like flattening, sort of brushed metal effect. See that? So now that it's got all this like, oh, I should actually turn it to this. Never use the base one. I've made this mistake for a very long time because the base one will look more detailed than it actually is. And when it comes to baking and substance, you'll be like, oh, this looks more detailed in the other software. Yeah, like if you just do these like quick hard flats, you'll get this really nice, I guess, battered metal effect. And it takes time, don't get me wrong, because obviously you have to go over the whole thing doing this. But I really like how it looks. And then obviously on top of that is your last thing you tend to do, is you'll either do a... I keep changing the wrong one. We do like... Whoa! We do like some manual, like... divots, scratches, like this, or like that, which will look really nice in the end result, and it looks more unique and hand done. Or sometimes I always want to know is if you're gonna bake it to low poly, why not paint those details as the substance itself? You can, and if you're good at substance, that might even be the better way. The reason it can be really annoying to do it yourself is on curved objects, because on a curved object, especially when you want to do like height maps and stuff, it can be really janky trying to do it substance. When it's flat, it's fine, but yeah, when it's like baking from when it's like coming from a curved object, because of the way that's warped in the UV map, it can have some weird results in substance. So if you're actually doing something curved, I would 100% recommend doing it like this. I mean, at the end of the day, this method has been done for how long? People have been doing high to low baking since it became a thing, and they're still doing it. So I've always been very like, if they're still doing it now, there's got to be a good reason. Essentially, you're doing the same thing anyway, right? Like, you could hand paint this in substance like you just said, but essentially I'm doing that now, because when I bake the information, I'm doing the same thing. See that? What's going on? Why is it like... just... Look, around the front, look, it's just eating into it. That's what I want to happen, but as soon as I get to the front, it just bumps it in. Interesting. Did I not give this more subdivisions at the front? Yeah, I did. You could tell because of that. Oh, I don't want it on the actual lens. Up. Yeah, I mean, both ways are completely valid. If you're good at one, you're obviously going to use that one. If you're not good at it, you won't use it. That's just how it is. Just how it goes. What I also like doing is grabbing, like, not dots, freehand, doing a little bump in it. Jesus Christ, I think up the strength. Doing a little bump in it like this as if it's been whacked. And then taking this and then doing some, like that. So it looks like it's got that big whack, and because it's metal, it just works quite well for stone as well. You'll get more of an effect like that than you would the other way. I don't know why it's doing that towards the front though. Who knows, man. Let's get some of this bumpiness. I'm gonna have to ignore the front, I guess, because the big part of what I do. People will always come in and go, oh, it's not detailed enough. But a big part of what I do is I obviously try to like encouraging speed in your workflow. If you can find cool workarounds, I would 100% recommend doing that. Because especially working at my company, I've been given like a week. And admittedly, I haven't had a week on it, and I might actually have to say it to them because I actually have said it to them already. But I've been given a week to make an entire environment, making all the assets, and that is a big task. So a lot of my work, I have to figure out quick ways to do things and still make it look good. So yeah, if you just rub over it real fast like this, you get like this sort of bumpiness. It does work a lot better, like I said earlier, on flat surfaces. Jesus, I was like, what the hell did I want to say? On rounded, the trim dynamic does have some issues. At least I found. There's probably people out there like, nah, Steve, you just got to enable this setting. Obviously, if that's the case, I don't know what the setting is. But yeah, look, now we've got this brushed metallic. And I'm going to go through all of these and do that quickly. Look at, I could turn up the strength. Have that a bit stronger. Don't get me wrong though, if you guys come in here and go, Steve, do it this way, and I'm like, oh, you know what, that's a really good idea. I'm not gonna, I'll tell you guys now sometimes when I'm like, nah, I'll do it my way because I'm more familiar with it, and it's, you know, I want to get it done quick. But in general, we're here to share information. I say a big reason why I stream is because I want to teach you guys stuff, but honestly, sometimes you guys have taught me way more than I teach you guys. And I love that. It's like my own little cheat book having you guys here. Ooh, yikes. That's a bit annoying. That's fine though. I just find like when it comes to sculpting, it's all about perseverance. It's how long you want to sit there and just it's completely ducking out of frame as it is, because I usually have the screen way higher like this, and then I do it like in front of myself. I don't know how much more you can see me like that though. I'm glad you've stuck around to speak with me, QQ. Very nice of you. Yeah, there you go. Like this, you can see me more. There you go. I know how much you guys like want to see my beautiful face. So I want to make sure you can see it. I'm just going to throw on just a bunch of little scratches just to give it a bit more interest. Annoyingly, what I've done here is these. So hopefully I can fix that in post. Well, actually, what I can do is body groups, auto group. There you go. Oh, that's not good. Cool, let's move that a little bit. We go move. Oh, what? Move. No, do not switch. Is that not? I swear you just usually click move and stuff in it. But where's it scaling from right now? What the heck? Oh, there you go. Is that why? Isolate. Isolate you. Move. There you go. Move. You can mask it and do this instead. And I would if I remembered how to do. To be fair, I can't remember how to do it. We put it forward a little bit like we have. We should cover that spot. Nice, beautiful. I want to isolate this out and smooth it over a little bit. Smooth on this. Now, I want it to be rounded, but I could. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. Click the wrong tool. Could do a little bit of flattening over it. So it'll help make it look a bit smoother. There you go. Cool. Let's come into here and start barring up these parts. Turn on the intensity, turn on the size. The reason, main reason I do that is you can push as hard as you want. Turn down this a little bit as well. You can push as hard as you want, right? So I can obviously do something like this. Big dent in it like that. I think one of my biggest issues, I'm too shy to imagine doing all this with a mouse. I don't want to. My friend actually used to. He used to love doing it with a mouse. I was like, you're mental. What was I going to say? Oh, let's try to thought. Oh, you made me lose train of thought. You know what? I kind of like that denting that. Kind of makes it look like it gets pinched in there. Bit smooth over there. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. One of my biggest issues for a while is I'm not confident enough to put all these dents on it. But when it bakes, you'll be surprised how few of this information actually gets kept in the final bake. So we, that's a nice burp. So we want some dents here, and we'll get one dent here. Cool. And with those dents, do a bit of this. There you go. Cool. We need to batter these up a little bit, which I haven't done. So just like just rub all over it, turn the strength up a bit. There you go. I should technically be doing this first. Whoops. Before. Come on. No, undo that. Before doing the edge bending or edge bending, a new element bending style. Before denting in the edges, I should actually make the surface the way I want it first. Because if you get the surface exactly the way you want it, you then add detail on top of that. Whereas if you do the opposite and do the edges first, when you start putting the detail on top, you're probably going to mess up some of these dents that you originally made. The same with a lot of stuff. For example, if I was like, oh, let's put a scratch in now. When I get to that area, I'm like, oh, but I want the rest to be dented, you know? It's really hard to work around that. Because now, look, I've like pinched it in and stuff. I'm like, oh, you know, I want the middle of it. And like, it actually doesn't look too bad. I'm going to leave that because it looks all right. But usually it's very awkward to work around it. So usually you want to get the surface detailing first and then work your way through. Made that a bit too... What is going on there? There you go. Yeah, and then work your way on the edge detailing, and then after that, your minor details like your scratches and stuff. I find when you do it in that order, you get the more consistent results. That's another thing with doing this kind of art style, is when you've got a consistent methodology, you'll end up with all your stuff looking the same, which is what you want. Whereas if you don't have a consistent methodology and technique, so your stuff may look very, very good when you finish, but you may have a clash of detail of just stuff. Like your assets may not look all the same. So I'm not too fast with some of these repetitive detailing. Oh god. Get some. What these? Oh, that's a very thin slash. That's not what I want. I want this one. Here you go. Maybe a cross over there. Some back here. Wait, that went through it? Oh, whatever. Oh, we've already got X there. Very common to do these little X's. You guys probably noticed them before. But it's very, very common to do that. Cool. Actually, all we're doing is battering it right now. I'll show you another reason why doing all this detailing as well is really good in ZBrush and trying to get it all working in just Substance. And this was actually quite important. So if you're not here, QQ, you're missing out if you've already left. I assume you haven't. it's also very good to like. Nah, I am always here. It's always very good to obviously check it in different materials just to see how it looks. Because if it looks decent in all materials, it probably means you're gonna get a good bake. Like I said, this is like the biggest red herring material because it looks like there's so much too much denting to everything. Because look how strong all this looks. But as soon as you go to a standard looking material, it doesn't look that strong. It's thrown me off for years, and I know people used to tell me, "Oh, you're using the default, disgusting." I'm like, "Ah, it's fine." They were right. I shouldn't have been using the detail. It does. They didn't say for that reason, admittedly. They just said they thought it looks disgusting. But to add to the reasoning why it is a bad idea, it's totally because it throws off that final detailing. It throws off what it's going to actually bake like in substance. Cool. Sound like that. There we go. And that's good enough. That only took us... Wait, live? 22 minutes? What? Did my stream stop at one point? Huh? What? That's weird. Okay. Right, so yeah, that's good enough detail. Now the reason... So, the reason I don't want to Dynamesh shit, and the reason I don't want to retopologize it is because I will do a second export of it like this. This is the big reason. So we can reduce this quality anyway in Maya when we get to re-unwrap it. Yeah, like a few seconds it buffered. Oh, okay. So I assume my software restarted the stream. So this is the big reason why you'll probably see people prefer ZBrush and doing the high poly, because you can export this low poly, right? And the reason that's important is because of look at all this deformation it's got, like all these bumps. So you're going to get that information baked closer and more accurately, because look what happens when I bop up to the high poly, right? Whereas our original one wasn't like that. If I then bake it to our original one, we're not going to have all those physical bumps. We're just going to have a texture bump. And you can make your low poly like that anyway, but it's hard to replicate it. Or at least I consider it hard. Maybe other people find it very easy. I mean, some people are freaking magicians in substance, so... Spyglass high poly. Oh. What I should have done was I should have explored the low poly first, because I need to re-unwrap it and re-optimize it. If you're going to bake it... Oh, wait, I already read that. Wait. Oh, yeah, my... Oh, no. You're just lower down than I thought. I should actually be lifting this up so I can see your chat more. It's amazing that you can't... Drop my thingy. Oh, is that done? Oh, nice. That was well fast. I usually sit here ages for an export. But to export... And then we want to go... Oh, I exported it as an OBJ. That shouldn't be an issue, right? You know what feels nice, and I shouldn't be admitting this, is having all my software... Where is it? Here. This is where my screen starts. Oh, okay, so you're quite far away from seeing the top of my screen down here. Having all my software completely owned through legitimate reasons. Obviously, as a very poor student after university, it could be very pricey to have all your software normally paid for. But being able to do that's great. I just make high polying using UE5 and UV. I like box projection. I'm very lazy one. Oh, yeah. A box projection. Oh, disgusting. But to be fair, you don't need light maps. So you probably, because you're in UE5, you're probably not using baked, right? You're using mostly nanite, not nanites. Well, using nanites too, but using lumen, which is all dynamically lit. So you don't have to worry about the light map generation. Whereas if you're actually doing proper models, I assume you've probably experienced this in the past, you'll have light map issues if you just box model it, 'cause it starts making all those islands, and it can cause issues, and you have to use higher resolution light maps, which slows everything down. Yeah, Lumina Nanite, yeah. Maybe I'll use UE5 for my next project. It's fully released now, so why not? That'd be cool. New select. So I'm selecting this on the other monitor, then I'll bring over Spyglass, low poly. So what I should be doing is I should be taking the low poly into Blender first, or Maya, either or. We'll do Maya because I could drag it in. I'm really lazy when it comes to that, because Maya you could drag it in, you can't. Blender you got to go file, import, where Maya you could just click and drag. So it's nice. So Maya. You know, I'm very glad that things are more affordable for students these days. Like, you've got... Oh, yes, the main reason why I couldn't use UE4 as substance pair was the UV's baking was always... Yeah, with artifacts. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you're lucky. I say you're lucky. You're not really lucky. It's just UE5, obviously, is favouring dynamic lighting recently. But, Oh, no, I lost train of thought. I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, I'm glad everything's so affordable these days. Like, you've got Blender. I know Blender's been around for a very long time, but people haven't considered it, like, industry... being able to be used for industry purposes until very recently. So you've got 3 pieces of software there. Technically, you can use it for sculpting as well, so you get sculpting software. You can technically texture in it as well, but we won't talk about that, because texturing compared to something like Substance isn't, like, too comparable. If you do want a texture and you want it for free, you've got Mixer, which is completely free now. You've got Mega Scans if you want to use realistic assets for free and do level design. And then you've got Unreal Engine. So you can completely have everything free, which is so cool. The fact that, like, people can have things just free now and make their own game through all free software is awesome. Like... I know some people would be bitter, but like, oh, it wasn't free for me. No, shut up. Like, I'm glad it's free for people now, and I'm glad people can make something they want to love and make and put their blood, sweat, and tears into without having to freaking throw their wallets at it. That's so cool. Excuse me. Yeah, so what I should do is I should drag this in first. Where is he? There you go. That ever was. Yeah, it's the best, man. Wait, what has happened here? It's like separated out in the mesh. Mesh combine. I'm glad I've gone into here to fix it. Apologize. I've never clicked on that just on its own. Maybe I shouldn't have clicked on that. Oh, okay. Oh, it's not done really anything. Mesh, merge. Cool. Now it's on mesh, right? Yes. And then we want to smooth it. The whole thing. Cool. Come into here. What I wanted to do was come into here and basically because these would be okay, so some of these are broken. Because they're all combined, isn't it? Yeah, it's made all these, like, weird... Okay, cool. Let's unwrap it quick. I don't usually have to do this, but that's very unfortunate. So let's go... I haven't unwrapped in here for a while. Modify, unitize. Do this. There you go. And then select all the areas we want to... Wait, have I combined this now? No, I haven't. Cool. And this? Hide those. There you go. Is that coming out here? Yeah, that is right here. 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 though, right? No, I actually missed, but that's fine. Here, probably here to here, right? And then we do it from here. Cool. Here. Well, actually, if I've done that, I probably want to do this. There you go. See, UV mapping doesn't have to be something that takes you a long time. If you're used to doing it, it's like for the extra quality you get, I feel like it's definitely worth it. Wow, that's really compact. What is this? What the heck? So it's the hidden stuff. Wait, how do you unhide in Maya? Oh, that's not it. That's it. That is that cool. A TV shell. Oh wait, yeah. So these two. Just to move and so. Wrap. Layout. Cool. There's very little gap in this, so I'm actually going to go back to our layout. We'll do a one directional, and we'll do a 16 gap. It just makes me uncomfortable when it's too close. That's good enough. Cool. Now, if we come into File, Export. Oh, you know what? Is this going to export in the right location? Because I've had trouble with this before. When you go to export it and it like doesn't match up with the ZBrush one. Fingers crossed it's fine. Freaking swap the name over, man. Spyglass. I'm doing this on the other monitor, so don't you worry. SM. Wait, what? Oh. I was like, what? Where's it gone? Alright, come back into here and let's hope that works. I should have optimized it as well by deleting edge loops. That's fine. Cool. Should look the same except have the UV map changed. Cool. Now if we bake, we should be able to Spyglass. We want the OBJ version. No, probably this should work. We'll go lowish at the moment just so it doesn't take too long. If it doesn't work, it means it's not aligned itself because I've re-exported it from Maya, which would be very annoying. And I'd be very angry. Oh, it looks fine. Yeah, there we go. Look at all that detail we just added. So, obviously I only have it as a 512. Let's go crazy. And let's do 4K. I won't export it as a 4K, I'll export it as a 2K. But the higher detailing you have on that will always look better when you do a final export. Imagine someone just jumping in and out of the stream. They saw you using 5 different softwares in like 1 hour. What? Thank you. That, I mean, to be fair, the biggest compliment people actually give me isn't necessarily my art. They say that I'm really dynamic in all the software I use, and I like being able to do that. I've always liked learning software, so I'm glad that's one thing people like about my work. Cool. Now if we look, we got all this detail, which is great because realistically, it only looks like this. See that? See the difference? But obviously, getting those normals and everything, pop. Now we've got materials set up, but I might do a quick change to them. But if we go stylized, we've got bronze that I have in here. Nice. White mask. Don't like it. We got a normal metal. That's a bit better. We can come into here. So I want it to actually still be bronze in color, and I'm terrible at getting a bronzy color. But we got this here to work from, so I can go like this. Delete that one. Come into here. And set all of these to multiplies and overlays. Come here, turn off all of this. Turn off all of this. I should resave this as another smart material so I don't have to keep doing this every time. Is that really as a... Wow. What did we set this as a soft light? Yeah, that's a bit better in my opinion. To here, turn that down. Contrast it a bit more and blur it a tiny bit. See, I want the detailing to come up here. More like this. Then we get it really strong back there. That's the problem with the curvature. Because all this is all curved. And because it's picking up curvature, that's with rounded material, rounded meshes, should I say, when doing this method. So that way we lose it here. I can always do a duplicate. Folder. So that's an overlay. And then in here, turn this up. So we get the detailing pop in here. Not an overlay, soft color. Yeah. And then do a black mask in here. We want this to be subtle anyway, which I'll do in a minute. And then we... Oh, yes, I forgot this isn't a single mesh. That's fine. Because then we could just do this. Just manually get those back on. Like that. None of this needs to be selected at the front anyway, so we get rid of this. There you go. And get rid of this. I want to come into here. Then this down, so it's much more subtle. Same with you. Cool. And we'll start going into our ambient occlusions. See how much you want to change those. We'll do this and on this and on this. That does remind me in these. No, of course, normal curvature. It's fine. Oh, it has come up. What? I didn't see that pop. Blind. So I want to blur like a very strong blur one, and if we turn this up, that's not blurred at all. So what I'll do, so I'll filter, blur, some bonus blur on that. There you go. Now we'll give those parts being a bit darker, so you see that. Whoa, that looks insane when you do it that much. Turn it probably up a little bit more. This, do this, blur it. So like this, and then turn that down. So we got that darkness in between. Come into this one. Oh, the textures are down. Turn down the curvature. We only want the ambient occlusion. And I guess it's pretty much doing what we wanted to do. I kind of want to test out some stuff in the baking settings. We just go into the AO and change our min distance up a little bit. Okay. We'll just turn it up a lot more. Okay, we don't get many different results. That's fine. Cool. So one thing I'd like to do now, go to an overlay over here, and in between all of these I want to get nice bright in the middle. 1, 2, turn it down here. 3. Set that to a probably an overlay, I guess. Turn to max, turn all of you off. Get a blur in there. Cool. I actually did do it at the front, so we want to do that as well. Turn it down here, go like this. Cool. Turn that down. Get that brightness in the middle of all of them. I feel like the color's not right. What other bronze have we got with this one? Definitely not that color. Oh, yeah. Something more like that. That's more like it. I think this is wrong as well. What was we set back to an overlay now? Do I want it less? Have we gone a bit too overboard with it? It's a hard one. See back to an overlay too. The overlay makes it that color, which I think to me is wrong. Maybe more like there. Do the same here. Cool. Okay. Last bit I want to start doing now is from the backs. So from one side, so from like here. I want it to go darker from the back and lighter from the front. So if we then go filter, blur that. Make you a bit darker. This. And put you to like 50%. See, that's not far enough up. I need to go like halfway. I wonder. Turn you up. I wonder if instead. Generator. Because you got position, but position's obviously. If we turn it up, you can see position's obviously top and bottom. Right? So you want to do it on the opposite side. So if we go light, let's make this like a solid color so we'll see what it's doing. Hey, Stevo, it's me. Changed my name. Oh, Wolf, right? I was like, who the hell is leading animator? And I saw Wolf. I was like, oh, right, it's Wolf. Who the hell is this guy? I don't know you. What's that? It is, yeah, it's going onto one side. See, that one doesn't work. See that? I mean, the problem, maybe I should just go 250 and just get a huge brush. Just go boom, 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 like that. And we just multiply that, tone this down, and boom. And then we want to, not duplicate, we want to then overlay lighting. Do the same thing, but from the front. Set to normal right now. Set to an overlay now. That's on overlay. Set to an overlay now. Turn that color up. We're ever getting darker from the back. Probably turn that up a bit more. Lighter from the front. Nice. This lightness needs to be very faint, just to help separate out a bit. Now, I'm still a bit metallic. Still definitely bits I'm not liking right now. Now we need these to obviously have a color. I mean, these are just going to be shiny material. Let's do a folder for it. Shiny material. Make sure this is correct. Mask. There you go. We want to make it probably a slight yellow tint, like this. Or maybe a bit more of an orange tint like that. And then we're going to want to make it, is it metallic and shiny? Oh god. Or was it that and shiny? Maybe 50% metallic, yeah, something like that. And then we're going to want to do this and go boom, boom, boom. I mean, it's hard to tell in obviously this. When it's done Unreal, that might look right. I'm not sure. Cool. We'll just go over the middle like this. Do a slight blur. And then we want to invert that. There you go. So, and we do want it to get slightly shinier at the front. So what I'll do is I'll go to the... I'll turn off the metallic. Oh, actually, no, because you'll have dirt build up, so I won't turn off the metallic. We'll do something like this. Yeah, that's good. Cool, and then we want to make it like that. I'm not sure what a colour we actually want to be. Probably something like this. Technically, let's invert that quick. Again. Because I need to replicate that on the back. Cool, and then that. Wow, that blur is so strong. There you go. That works on the back. What about the front now? Okay, what about instead we do a duplicate. Disable that from the front. But disable just means do this. There you go. We've had that again. Get the color we want here. I might have to rebake it to get rid of some of that overlay. Back here. These like that come into here. Well, it's still very slightly affecting it. Very strange. Black mask this again. Or don't black mask. Black masking removes all your everything you've done to it. So instead we'll just deselect it. Make this very small. Click in here, drag that around. Turn down that blur. Then invert it. Cool. Now let's do a very quick rebake. Let's take these down a smidge. See that bake. How's it going? Sorry, Wolf. Pretty good. Like I said, I'm getting more energy the later it gets. I was very, very tired earlier. I've had 2 naps today. I've had a very hard day at work, creatively. My job itself isn't very hard, I've always said that. But creatively, my job today has been very exhausting, creatively. But yeah. Hello, Steve. Hello, Neville. Oh, you know what? We need to be building up dirt in these gaps. That's why it looks odd, because it's all very shiny. So we come into here. Do something like this. No. We'll keep the generic shade that we had. Turn everything off. Oh, that's very dark. What's not even that one doing it? Which one is it? Oh, it's part of this. Yeah. Oh, and this. Down. Cool. We'll keep all those in, but we'll do a duplicate of this one. Pop it underneath those. That's already normal, so it's a max. There you go. We'll build up dust. I am still working on the boat project. It'll be done soon, I swear. I swear. Come into here, turn on all of these. Turn down a metallic. I don't want it very rough. Color, probably still set to a multiplying color. Yeah, probably. Maybe. We'll see. I mean, I could always change it like here. Maybe a bit of a hinge like this. Maybe like there. Maybe just something like that. Not quite. What's the next project with your plan? Which your plan to launch this up? I want to do a sci-fi project, like a really generic sci-fi. Like, I want to do something like this, I think. That's very cool. I was thinking more like this. So like a modular kit where I could slot it together and make a sci-fi looking scene. This one is more what I'm looking for with the panel work and stuff. I think that's what I want to do next. Because that would be really helpful for my hard surface practice. What if instead we go into our... we go to our dirt cavity. And we use that one instead. Oh, you know what? That's really good. I want to blur it a tad, though. Yeah, like that. And then I want to set a contrast too. Cool. And then we can control those levels. Bring more or less that in. Take away the... increase the contrast? Increase the contrast. Just a little bit of that. That the grunge one, yeah. So we do something like this and turn this down. Get a little indication of that. And then I'll probably just... Color's not right. I think it needs to be closer to its default. Which if it needs to be closer to its default, I'll just lower it like this. Wow. That doesn't look right at all. You have to use a lot of normal begging in your next project. Yeah, that should be pretty fun though, right? Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Whoa, what is happening there? I mean, I don't hate that, admittedly. Is that because I lowered this so much? Probably. Yeah. Yeah, we're still not fully getting it. That technically is, I believe, rear distance. So if we go... Wait, that didn't even change. What? Or is it because I cancelled it? We turn rear distance up to its default value. There you go. So I had using bacon to clean up my UV maps. It's amazing. Nice. You're amazing. How long have I been streaming for? Oh, wow. Well, it's at 8:30, I should know. It's been over 2 hours. There you go, that's fixed. Nice. Come back into here. So set it to a normal instead and bring it down. There you go. And then we want to get a color we're looking for. Maybe like, see, it's too... Stands out way too much. I think we're going to have to go into the metallic, turn that down a tad, go into the roughness, turn that down a tad. Surprisingly, it still looks like it's too much. So I don't want to say that completely because I do want it to look like it's a build-up of dirt. Maybe I got the rough too high? No. Maybe I just need to tone it down a little bit. Oh. See how that looks in engine. No, you're breathtaking. You're breathtaking. Save this. Always save your work. Look how many. Look how much stuff I've made for my job. Okay, spyglass. Spyglass. It still doesn't look right. Again, I don't really have the creative mojo right now, so I'm not too mad at myself for it not looking right. Doesn't look bad. I mean, maybe I should look at a stylized spyglass. I'm clearly missing something texture-wise that's just... Well, I really should have made my spyglass look more like this. That looks awesome. I don't even have any. And mine's all metal. Oh! I wanted to change something, I remember. We should probably come into... maybe here. I forgot what layer. I want to go into here. Oh, normal and height. Turn you up. Higher than that, I guess. And then I want to come into masks, and I want to come into bolts. I just wanted to, like, I don't even want a bolt, I just want something like this. Okay, not that. That looks cool though. What's the lighting right now? Yeah, not that. Okay, I've got the height way too high. I just want like this. Yeah. Then I want to basically just place smaller. Like around it. And a mirror. You can't radial symmetry. That's not done it. Yes. So that way when I draw, we get it happen on all of it. So now when I want to do like... Oh, it's not... Well, hold on a minute. Yes. Cool. Let's make it a little bit chunkier. And then let's go spacing. So then I can just do this to here. Larger spacing. See, I should rebake it now with all that on it. But basically, I just want to do like that. Should I change the color of it as well? Probably. Like metal rivets. Dull metal? No, shiny metal seemed good. Look at it not aligning correctly. What is this? Yeah, it lines there pretty well. Let's just go bonk, 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 bonk. I don't mind it being a little bit janky with its placements, because obviously it's stylized. I kind of want it to look a bit janky. Cool, now we've got all of those dots in it. It's very, very nice. And then you could always go like really mental and be like, ooh, and make like your own little patterns on it. I would not do it with spacing. I would do that like a singular line, and I would do that in a second layer. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Duplicate. There you go. Black mask. Then I'd have it coming inwards. You could use your AO maps as a mask for that. True, Jennifer. Cool. Where's the... You got distance. And then, yeah, you could always be like, boom, 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 boom. And have weird patterns on it. I suck at hands doing stuff like this, though. I think I need this higher. I have to admit, I do not like the lazy brush very much on Substance. I don't think it works. I know it's technically not a lazy brush, maybe that's why, but I don't think it works very well at all. You could be like, whoa. And then you could be like, whoa. Boom, we've got a pattern going around the whole thing. Not a very good pattern, admittedly, but it's a pattern. We could actually do that, you know. We could fake a lever. Looks good. Thank you. I'm not going to keep it. What is this? Yeah, we could fake a lever, admittedly. So we could obviously do... bump that up. Make it non-metallic, make it quite rough. And then here... Just fill it in. Oh my god. Stop it. Stop overlaying. What I could also do is just do... Whoops, just do that. Just do this. There you go. And fill it in that way. I'd rather not, because if you fill it in hand drawing it, you get a better... Well, hand drawn effect. Something like this. Cool. We've got those dents, those cuts in. That's fine. Can always make those cuts metallic as it's cutting into the. Well, does that not look like it's coming out? Am I mental? You can make it like a leathery color. Now I am terrible at finding the colors. Again, it doesn't look like it's coming out, right? That looks more like it's going in. What's if I change this? Oh god, no, definitely don't do that. Yeah, and I could obviously do like sew lines around that. So we could go in and do something like... I'm not saying this looks very good. I'm just giving an example. I'm probably not going to keep this. Kind of just messing around. Wait, which one is it? It is in here, right? Gotta go so many random bits now. What is that? Chord? No, I just want to... This one? Stitch? Stitch. Hanan's family. Stitch, here you go. Cool, yeah, then you could be like, whoa. Oh, if we get a line here, that'd be great. Like that. And have stitch lines on it. Boom. And you can kind of fake a like leather thing. Again, I'm not going to keep that. I was just sort of showing it. If I wanted a lever on it, I'd definitely separate out a mesh and do that. Like what I would have done was I would have actually made like a little sort of bit on top. Kind of like in the actual engine, like do something like this. In the engine, in the ignore the poly count, I should have 100% reduced poly count. I'm just a lazy boy. Do something like this, do something like this. Like that. And then down a seam of it. Jesus Christ. It's not working the way I thought it would. Basically pull that in and have your seam line. What would be the best way to do that? So first of all, you'd want to delete your interiors here. Cool, and then you'd want to do this. Pull you in, smooth you like that. Boom, get a little seam line. Pull you up, to your little... Obviously it's very high poly and I shouldn't be doing it this high poly, but that's fine. You got a little seam line for a levery bit, and then I could always just like move bits around. Let's make it look a bit more authentic. Like that. And then you could do something like this over the top. You could always go... Face. I am a face. Snap. Gotta turn you off. It doesn't really matter where I have it. Oh, what the? Whoa, why did you just like roundly go over there? That was weird. Separate you out. Selected. Sort of smooth on that. Turn you off. Again, this can all actually be baked as a texture, admittedly. And we'd want to have this one coming over the top. This. We want these ones to actually maybe intersect with it, or at the very least do something more like that. Something like that, it could intersect. Like this. Look like it's actually going into it a bit more. Like I'm just sort of explaining it. I might not even keep this. I'm just sort of going, yeah, you could do this, you know. You probably want to do that, yeah. So it actually looks like it's going into it. Well, not necessarily. If you have this part in here, you can always delete this face out, and it'll look like it's going into it like that. There you go. That way it actually looks like it's intersecting with the, well, it doesn't look like it's intersecting, it is intersecting. Like this, see that? Do something like that. You'd want to make it a little bit fatter. That's what I wanted to say, until it roundly bursted in scale. That one can still stay thin. And then you probably just want to like essentially duplicate this, maybe join them together, slightly rotate to make it not look like it's replicated. And voila, you can do something like that for your little grabby bit. Do I want to save that and actually do that? It looks nice. Again, this you could probably bake out. Probably. So technically I might only need to do this part. Again, it's very high poly. I should technically go through here. I should have done the same thing to the mesh as well, but I should go through here. Let's actually delete edge loops until it is low enough. Oh. Yeah. Do I want to keep that? It's like low effort, but not. We're trying to think the best way to do this, because I could, first I need to unwrap this. I don't want to, like, redo the whole thing. That works. And then these guys... I should really make them look different, but I'm too lazy right now. These guys, I could probably bake as the high poly. Maybe. I don't think I should. It more than anything. So if I set the whole thing and do like a scale, do a shift alt scale, make it nice and fat. There you go. Because we want it's stylized, right? We want it to be over the top. What am I doing, guys? How did I get to here? Let's slightly change the location of all of these, because I do want them to look different. So the more I get some of them going in and out, and slightly, we could technically flip one upside down. He says. Ooh. So you guys are sitting there like, this looks crap. What are you doing? He's soiled it. Soiled it. Soiled it. And then we want to unwrap these. So I've probably made these a bit too high poly. Just ignore that it's too high poly and nobody's going to care. It's in-game assets. At least I'm not... Well, I've said it before. One thing that does bother me is when people are like, yeah, this is game ready, and they show it to me. I'm like, okay, what's the poly count? They tell me the poly count. I'm like, okay, you know, it's reasonable. And they're like, oh, yeah, then it's got 4 8K textures. I'm like, well, that's not game ready, is it? I don't want to be judgmental, but that's not really game ready. It's got freaking... an insane amount of texture resolution. You know what? What I'll actually do is I'll combine this as one. Give it a different mesh so that way when it comes into substance, it'll be separated. There you go. Oh, select them all. Ooh, wow, they come through very small. I want them all to be facing the same way because I'm probably just going to tile a ropey thing across them. And I want them to take up... You shouldn't usually have things in a separate texture of density, but I want these to look still pretty good. So we're going to do this. Because they're going to be roped. They're going to be probably... They're going to require more detail. Cool. Then if we export this again as our spyglass OBJ... Wait, did I? Oh, I redid it in Maya, didn't I? What I'll do... Have I still got Maya open? Yeah, cool. I did the UVs in here. So what I'll do is I'll select this. Now, I haven't got a high poly for it, but I think I should be able to get away of not needing one. Maybe. Yeah, OBJ. Will it import probably as an OBJ? We'll check. Spyglass. Oh god, guys, don't be like me. Have more organization. Spyglass lever. Rip. It's not handle. Spot. Now in Maya, hopefully I can drag it in and it should overlay it. 'Cause it should be in the same spot. If not, I should be able to move it to the right spot. Grip, there you go. I was like, where the hell is it? Please. Oh, why is it taking so long? It's not in the same spot. In fact, it didn't even import. Well, that's encouraging. Let's load up another blender. Let's pop it in here instead. I don't like Maya because Maya has a lot of issues with a lot of stuff. And one of those things is freaking importing. Spyglass leather grip. I did export the entire scene again, did I? That was selected only. Oh. I have a feeling it wasn't selected only, and I've exported everything. Pain. Okay. Hold on a minute. Wait, there's only 2.5 million tries in this entire thing with everything? That's surprising. I swear to God. Oh, I clicked that. Oh. Wait, no I didn't. Oh, is it when you export as a different thing? Because I did OBJ. It doesn't have that turned on. Oh, that's stupid. Grip, get in here. Okay, where are you? Because you've not even remotely got in the same spot. Excuse me. Where are you here? Okay, where's the camera? $1,000. Okay. So you're all the way down there. So why? That's the question. Have I just got to scale it up to the ridges there? Oh, I do. Interesting. It's 100 times bigger. What? And what are you? Your default. Yeah, so if we come into you. Nice. You're a different material. Perfect. It's exactly what I want. Yeah, this is... the poly count. Ignore it. Ignore the poly count. Freaking 12,000. Anyways. I like this. Give it a bit more interest. Right? Like I said, there's a problem with it. It's just too samey. So I think the leather grip should help. And I don't even know where to place it. Like, oh my god, are you good, UE4? Jesus. Oh, it is struggling. Whoa. My computer might be dying. It has been on doing a lot of demanding work. Let's pop you back to red because you don't look right that color. There you go. I should have made unique. No, we're not spending any more time. I want to make unique crates. These are crates from my old scene, so they kind of they look okay. I mean, what's the reflectiveness of this? Is this baked? Yes, it is. It changes drastically in color. Obviously, shiny floor. Whoa, it actually looks really cool. There's something about making things wet that looks awesome in the Unreal Engine, don't you think? Ignore the bot. Freaking. What was if I go below that value? What if it's like super wet? Whoa. At 9. See, do I want... Like, I can have it, like, a little bit reflective. Or no reflection. Reflection. Did I hit the numlock? I must have done. Because the only reason I don't like the reflections is because if you look over here when you get to the edges of the seam on a flat object like the floors, it changes quite drastically, and I don't like that, which is why I like having it like really high so you get that drop off. I don't know why we're running really slow. I bet the FPS is like 40 or something. Yeah, wow, that was a pretty decent guess, 45. This isn't baked, right? There's no way. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say that's so bright. This scene would be way darker when that's baked correctly. Oh. Well, that's not textured. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what to have the spyglass. Probably up. I'll probably have one up here, leaning against maybe here. Maybe one placed over here somewhere. Because I like making it modular. Maybe one on here. And probably one on this table here. That's probably where I'll have all of those. Okay. Still think there needs to be stuff around here, but I'm not going to spend a load more time making a bunch of stuff. I should have had an open barrel, because that would have been made it more versatile. That's a mistake I made a lot in this scene, is not making things have... Because, like... Excuse me. Obviously, you're told not to give things an interior if you don't need one, right? Actually, this does kind of have an interior, but it won't work because of this part. Because you don't want to waste your time making something that something people aren't going to see. However, I could have made it more versatile, like this mug. I made foamy stuff on the top, yeah? And then interior, it doesn't have one. You can do that, see through it. It doesn't have one. I should have made an interior for it and had a version of it with a foamy top. So I could have an empty mug and a filled mug. But instead, I made the mistake of just making it permanently filled. I just think these things look really interesting unlit. Tomorrow we'll do a big push for finishing the project, though. Because oh yeah, fallen shelf. I feel like that should be actually leaning on. Look at the light bake. It's like left a shadow. I think that should be leaning on. If I move this, like you can move this and then rotate it around the point. You can lean that on a barrel. Oh, the barrel's not even that far back. Maybe we could peel it off the wall. But leaning on the barrel. How far would it need to go? Yeah, I like that. Lift up a tad so it's actually not in. Yeah. Another one thing I don't do a lot is when you're placing stuff in a stylized scene, like if you're like, oh, let's place, you know, let's place this stool. Yeah, it looks really, really good here. Boom, nice. The problem I have is I don't rotate things a little bit. You know, that slight adjustment really sells the scene. And I have a problem of not doing that. Whoa, why is the reflection, like, insane? Is that just because it's not baked? Look at that. What is that? Is that coming from you? No. What is that? You know what? Have we got reflections for over here? There you go. Little reflection sphere here. Just to give that point the correct reflections. Sweet. Oh, what you look at that? Is this having the same issue? I think so. So we'll make a second one for over here. Don't worry about placing too many reflection spheres in the scene. They are actually very, very important. Oh, it's because the light is not beige. You're getting like tons of beams coming from them. Because all of these, they bait. God. Yeah, they're not beige. I've seen a pop of color. You're getting like these beams. When it bakes, they shouldn't be doing that. So it's fine. It looks like the room has what are those lights called? Like the fluorescent LEDs? The big ones you have in like a school. That's what it looks like is going on. Should we have a spill in here somewhere? I feel like a spill in here doesn't make as much sense. That is not the spill decal. Which one's the spill decal? What is that one? What? Is this room slightly lower? Oh, it is, like by a tad. God, yeah. I feel like at this point we're just like really trying to show off it being wet, so I don't want to do that. Right, back to what we were doing. Where am I looking in here? So I think something we also need is we need some actually what I want to say surface detail. It's probably not the one I'm looking for. Which one has? I should have one that has kind of like a surfacey detail. Not you. What is it? Is that some surface detail there? Some. Oh, well. Wait, no, I just turned down the normals. Oh, height. Yeah. Not quite. It's probably a material I have with it. I just want like a I mean, I've probably what I could also do is go like boom, 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 boom. Yeah, probably just like that. Go into our textures and basically find where are they? Tile textures, and basically find like a noise or something that will help break up some of the color. Like you could use something like this, for example. Fill. Use fill. Oh, I'm having trouble. How do I do this again? Oh, it's over here. Fill, boom. Yeah, like this. Obviously, this is a bit. I'm in the height mask right now. This is a bit over the top, but yeah, it will help like splatter out some color. What am I doing? I could just... I'm like turning them all down and just come into here. There you go. There we go. Go back to normal. And then like you can get like splodge color. I don't want that. I want one that's... There is one in here I'm thinking of, but I don't know what it's called. What the heck? Hello. Stylized wood. Nice. I can't find it. That's probably better than what we got going on. Yeah, you could also set it to an overlay, obviously, and turn up the color and have it do it. I don't think that's going to work as well. So we're going to turn down the color. Then I could always like pick what other color it should be jumping between. So red would make the most sense here. That should help, like, give it some extra texture, if you will. The only problem is if I turn it down, you don't get as much. Up, you do get some. It's not quite the texture I'm looking for, but it does work. Like, you could use this as... Problem is, I can't remember which one is the one I'm looking for. So what if we could always do something like that and do a filter... Blur that. Blur that a tiny bit. Then maybe a contrast. We're just messing around now. Oh my lord. No, not that. Although you could do that. It does give some texture. I think what I should do on top of that is find the base color and turn it up a tiny bit. Just help balance it a little bit. And then we've got this like texture on it too. Looks more like fingerprints. That's fine. Okay, so let's try to get our other model in while we're here. We were doing it in here. If I select this, it's placed in the... I need to select the whole thing. Export. Spyglass, low poly. Yes. Can I just go File, Project Configuration, and then just go like this, and it should re-import it. And I should have a separate mesh here. Nice. Cool. And then in here, so this should be a separate texture. Oh, no, it's this one. So this is the actual Spigless. And then this is the leather grip. Now we have a kind of leather material. It's not very good. It's just like a basic color. Oh. I like leather gloves. Probably that one. Oh. Bake it. We do not want to bake it with this, and we only want to bake this. I don't need a 2K. 4K, sorry. We only need to bake this. We don't want to bake this. Okay. Not quite what I'm looking for. That's more what I'm looking for. Perfect. That's what it's all about. Wave my hands around. So this will be this one. I actually could have done this as a normal map here, in here, like the gap we got going on. Admittedly. Turn you down a tad, turn you down a tad. Let's have you a bit more contrasty. More like that. Cool. We want to do what we'd be doing with the other bits by... Whoa, it's big. Spooky. Woo. We want a... Not an alpha, we want a normal brush. Normal standard. There you go. Too big. Something like this. Do a filter. Blur. Do you guys like it when I go on tangents with my models, or do you prefer it when I do you prefer it when I go really fast, just get out the way and like go, look, whoa, we did this, and you like it when I sit here and I put all this like minor extra work into it? I like that, but we need to come to the edge more like this. Yeah, that's good. we could always do a duplicate. Invert selected. There it is. And do a mask. Bring that down. And then turn this to a darker color. We'll have darker edges like this. Admittedly, these should... No, that's fine. I don't actually like the darker edges. It's already got a darker edge with the highlight in the middle, so that's pretty good. Cool. Yeah. Do we want it to be a darker lever? I think so. Oh my god. That changed so drastically in color. Like a tiny bit. Cool. This, I don't think I have a rope material. We can have a look. Nope. So what I'll do for these is I'll go something like this. Well, we'll put on a basic stylized thing just to get the shadows and stuff. Wood. Metallic. I'm not actually looking for the right colors here. I'm just looking for the right detailing. Oh my god, done it. All of these have like black masks on them, not that. What about the red? Not, oh wow. Not that. Honestly, that first one was probably better. What's the level look like on that? We'll reuse the lever, I think. What the? Why are you selecting both of them? What? Fine, I'll just go like... I'll go like this. I don't need that one. And then white mask that. There you go. Come to here. Turn you... Alright. This is overlaid on top. Turn the highlight down. Not the blur. There you go. Turn this up. Something like that. Probably good. Turn you down a little bit. Do something like this. Cool. Turn down the texture, actually. That's better. Cool, that looks good. Obviously, we want a lot of color for this. Probably something like there. These probably I need to set to multiplies instead because that will work easier for what we're doing. Use an overlay. Pop you up here. Nice. Come into these guys. And these are very, very dark, so we just go boop. Boop. There you go. Turn you up, so I want them to slightly peek their heads over. Yeah, something like that. Perfect. And then for the last little touch, the last one, we'll do a color. Color only, so it's on multiply. And then we'll do there's a couple of ways I could do this. I could add no, I could add a fill on the actual layer itself, I believe. That's what I want to do. Then we want stripes. There, stripes. And then we want to put that in the base color. And we want to go, then we go, we're going to turn you down. And we have very makeshift rope. Nothing too fancy. We can always put the height on and just do something like... That's not doing anything. Interesting. Oh, is it because I wanted to height? No? Is it because I need to go to here? Well, that's not working the way I want it to be. We'll do a little blur on it to make it look like they don't... Like, look like it kind of fades into that a bit more, which means you could probably turn that up a tad. I kind of want to... Coulda, woulda, shoulda. I'll turn this down to be thicker. And then I could actually do a black mask. I could do a duplicate. Hopefully this will work. Oh, invert mask. Yeah, we're not masking it. Because I could have inverted the mask. I could apply these to the mask instead and invert it, because you can make it lighter. Maybe not then. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I should have done a mask instead. Black mask. Add fill. Stripe to fill. Whoa. Right. Because now I'm not just selecting those. I've got to select those. I enjoy it when you fiddle. Thank you. I like it. I always feel like you guys aren't going to enjoy it. And you might go, oh, why? That sounds crazy. Because I always worry that, like, obviously watching me, I guess, fiddle around makes me feel like you're going to be like, oh, this isn't interesting. He doesn't know what he's doing. So I do get a little worried. And obviously I'm here because I want you guys to enjoy what you're watching. Why can't I select it? This is crazy. Why is it when I click look? Like, oh, I guess I could just do that afterwards. There you go. Yeah, I do worry. Because I obviously want you to enjoy it. So many bots coming in chat recently. So if we do this, we can have the height. So if we apply a filter over the top of this and then blur it. See what I mean? I say this all the time. Like, I don't... That's what I say to people. I'm like... That's why I don't consider myself a good artist. Because I don't necessarily do the art. I don't draw on all of this cool detail. I try to get it all generated. Like, I feel like that's a very different thing. So multiply. Nice. That looks way more ropier now. Perfect. But yeah, and obviously you could sit there and say, oh, but that is a part of being artistic. But I feel like being artistic comes more down to actually putting that work in, if you know what I mean, like actually not generating it and drawing it yourself, which is, yeah, like I just don't do. I think that looks pretty good. There's definitely something wrong with it. I can't put my finger. Is it the color? Whoa, whoa, the front part's so dirty. When did that happen? Wax candle. I was out. I applied that to give it a little bit of thingy. I don't actually need that. Why did I have to push delete 3 times? What the heck? Yeah, I can delete that. Okay, it's this one. Why are you... Whoa, whoa. Turn you off. Why are you so dirty? It's in here, isn't it? Yeah, here. Oh, right. Yes, it's because this one needs to be in a separate folder. It needs to be set to a... Set to here. There you go. Still don't know what the base is supposed to look like. I'm kind of just guessing with that. It may need to be full on the metallic. feel like this needs to be pulled back a tad. See, that's too much, right? I think where I had it before was probably where you should. Maybe a little bit less reflection. Okay, we'll see what that looks like in Engine. We've been fiddling around this for a very long time. I'm glad that the ropes actually look like rope. I thought that wouldn't look good at all, but that actually worked out pretty well. File, export. Everyone Freddy gets really mad at me when I make weird burp sounds. Screw it, do it both 2K. Let's live dangerously. Boom. It's coming to U4. You know, I still think one of my favourite ones is the boot. Because the boot I actually didn't make separately. With the boot, I was obviously making my character. Then I took it off my character and used it as a placeable prop as well. Now we just have a nice, like, looking boot. The best one's obviously the backpack, but it's baked. The light is baked. But I do appreciate the other one too. I like my resolution links that up. There you go. Wait, did I not save this down? I do. I'm gonna go play games with my parents soon. We're playing board games. Do you guys ever did that growing up? Obviously, I've only lived at home I've been lived there for a year now because I moved back during the coronavirus. I'm not supposed to say that on stream. I moved back during a certain pandemic because it was just easier for now because I haven't lived at home for a while. And we played board games and stuff. It's been a couple of weeks since we played last, but yeah, we eat like dinner together and we play board games. And I know a lot of people actually don't do that, but we've always been a very. Oh, is this not baked? No, it's not. Right. Wait, is it? No, I don't think so. This is obviously way too strong. Oh, but that's what it looks like. So we'll set this to like 2.5. It's fine. Obviously, this is too bright here as well. It's much learning experience watching you mess around and fiddle. It is when you move straight forward. Yeah. Well, because a lot of it comes down to fiddling, and I know some people love watching people just sit there and be perfect with everything they do. Obviously, it's not me. I'm not a perfect artist, and I do fiddle because I do mess around and try to get it right. You know what? What if I'm just looking at this now. I don't think I'd be able to do it because I could have like made like Eversoft like this one and this one would. I could have thrown this on. Clearly rotated at 90 degrees. Only keep the color. No, only keep the height. Giving me some normals. Bring it down to here, black mask that. I should have really. Because the other normal information is works fine for it's sure it's like got a bumpiness to it and that's more metallic looking. Wait, no, this one I don't want to have that. This one I also don't want to have that. Wait, no, I want it to be on this. And well, I want it to be on this, but this is kind of in the way. Oh, this shouldn't matter. I should be able to do this. Perfect. Gotta go, friend. Gotta go, friend. Have fun. Have a good one. I'm leaving soon anyway. Yeah, and then what if we go stylized wood? Whoa, that's not. I might have to rebake it out. Hold on a minute. Oh, I should drag it into here. Interesting. Just above the base color, like that. There you go. Maybe not. Oh yeah, it has to be there. So you got all these lines as well. Technically, I don't need any of that then. So the old issue with that is, oh, you know what? I shouldn't have had this on here. Oh well. Unless I wanted to duplicate it here. I shouldn't have. I should bake those normals. That's what I'm saying. That I've just added on. Just hold on a minute. Oh, it'd be good if I actually had them. There you go. I should bake those normals, because then it could generate around that. What would that look like? Just pop it on my desktop for now. Actually, I guess I could pop it in here because it'll have a different file name. Spot. Desktop. Look at the time. Cool. So that'll be 20 minutes. Cool. Boom. Texture. Current session. I only want it in here. What? Be good if it freaking showed me it. RGB. Where is it? Oh, I didn't spell RGB right. There you go. That one. Pop that in there. There you go. And I disabled this. And then we baked our normals. What'd that look like? Oh, wait. Cancel. No. The reason I want to cancel is because I don't want to bake. Did break it, did I? I don't want to bake anything on here. Let's get rid of the leather grip. I just want to bake the spyglass. Oh, yeah, but we're not baking from the high poly anymore. Actually, that didn't give me any details. Oh, whoops, I left that on. That in there, that in there. That. There you go. There you go. Very interesting. Oh, it's actually baking on that information now too. That's cool. So now we've got like a wood kind of material here. It's not very good wood material though, let's admit it. Which ones are the ones that don't look good? It's the highlights, right? Where's that one? None of those. None of those. Not that. Okay, what I need to do is with you. I don't want to. I want to make my own custom highlights and everything. So if I pop you there, there you go, and then turn these on. Oh, they're very disgusting, but that's fine. Stylize. We've got chunky wood we can put in. Not that. Got new wood. Okay, we're gonna have to mess around with what we had if we get to a result we're looking for. So if I set that to white and set it to an overlay. There you go. Oh, see, the problem is the metal. I have to sort that out as well. Turn down the textures. Get that wood coming through. Sweet. Turn down the textures. Turn down the curvature. Or turn up the curvature. Turn down the ambient occlusion. Okay, not quite what I was looking for. Turn up the ambient occlusion. Well, the bottom's a bit funky. I never noticed that. Ooh, I never noticed that. Interesting. Is it the same over here? Can't even see it really. So the way to fix that easily would be to just grab our metallic in here, right? Yeah, these parts, do a duplicate and drag them. Oh, actually, no, I don't even need to duplicate, right? I just need to. Well, I'll do a duplicate because it's got shading and stuff on it in this folder. And then just pull it above. Yeah. But let's make it so we're not redoing these ones. This one and this one. And then in here we're not redoing these ones. There you go. I'm not gonna lie. Should I make the whole thing wood? Or is that silly? I think that's silly. I'm not even sure if making it wood was a good idea, to be honest, but I think it looks kind of cool. Alright. We'll finally see what it looks like in Engine, and then we're gonna have to come off for today. Which I've been streaming for a long time anyway. Cool. Let's go into the Engine. Boom. Let's grab our spyglass textures. Pop them in here. Alright, spyglass, so I can name them correctly. Go spyglass grip, that looks like, and then BC for base color. Not grip, that's just a spyglass itself, so it could be BC on that. Cool. Grab the material. Not the material, the asset. So just prop then? Yeah. So maybe J, so I don't know how that's going to import, but we'll give it a go. Just import. Okay, don't just import. The reason we don't just want to import, yeah, it's fine. Oh, I'm so tired. Always save before you delete an asset that you briefly dragged in, because it's like referenced in memory. It will take a little bit longer to delete. Oh, God. So what we want to do instead is, oh, we have got baked. Really? Its origin point's that far away. Oh, it is. Okay. Again, like I just said, save, then delete, because that way it's not referenced at all. We'll re-export it out from Maya. And we go modify, center pivot. Cool. File, export. We'll just go SM_spyglass. So we'll give it its correct naming convention. Also, I was obviously messing around with this for a while. Never feel bad if after all that time you don't end up with an asset you actually want. It happens. No, we... I mean, won't even let me drag it in. Oh, you know what? With that said, I should have exported it as a an FBX anyway. Oh, it's because it's come up a different monitor, right? Baked. That's really unhelpful. Cool. What? Why did it? Why is it not based it around an origin point? What? Just making sure I've not missed anything. No, not this one. This one. File, export. I mean, if we do an FBX, is it because it's an OBJ? FBX, SM_, because you can see the origin point's there. _ spyglass. Which is great. SM_spyglass. Boom. Baked pivot, right? Oh. Wait, but... Where's the leather bit? Wait, is it because I just had it selected? No, I have both selected. I feel stupid right now. Yeah, it looks good. Like, we load it up in our little previewer in here. That looks good. Oh, Jesus. Delete it. Drag you in. Combine meshes, yeah. It's refusing to come in. Okay. Come back into Maya, because it's textured anyway. Let's go modify center pivot. Cool. Combine them. Mesh. Combine. Cool. Let's pop it like close to the center of grid, and I'll get it to be center in a minute. Cool. Where's clip to grid? There. I love the magnifier glass. Thank you. I mean, I'm having trouble getting it in. But thank you. Okay. So that's also center of grid. So export. SM_spyglass. Let's come into UE4. I'm to a point where I'm so tired that things are just starting to hurt. Cool, so it's massive in size. That's fine. I can reduce the size later. Yeah, I feel like reducing size is always better anyway than making it bigger. Because you just change the build size like that, and boom, we've got magnifying glass. Is that still a bit too big? Yeah, we probably want it. Cool. Cool. Perfect. Well, my speed's very high right now. Okay. We can rotate that to have the leather bit facing us. We can just... Yeah, we could do this. Slightly, because obviously that part needs to flatten, so just go like that. Perfect. It's a little bit higher, actually. And we place it somewhere like here. Don't mind it really sitting on the map. Cool. Let's get the textures working. Spyglass. We actually... I need to go master material real fast. Master. Basic. I think I should be able to use this. mi_ spyglass. mi_ spyglass. Rip. Spyglass. Open up our normal one. So the way that this is obviously organized is I should be able to just drag in our new material. So boom, boom. I need to go into here. Look how funky this looks. I need to turn off sRGB for you. And you. Cool. Cool. Yeah, drag in the last one for that. Boom. Give us this one. Do the same thing. Wait. Oh, I think I did it the... No, yeah, this is the grip. Boom, boom, boom. Coming to you. Boom, boom. Nice. It's obviously not baked, so we won't get the last bit of detail. Ah, so the front part's not as shiny as I thought it would be. Whereas, yeah, look, it looks really shiny in here. But now we can make changes anyway, and we'll see the change happen in engine. So if I come into here. We do make this more metallic and we do make it shinier. Then we go file, export like this. We can then now be in engine. This is the best part about doing this, to be honest, because now you can come back into engine and just go, I only need these three and go re-import. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I think there's too much there. I think we're covering a little too much of it. So I'll come into here, turn you up. Too much. I'm sure you guys haven't typed anything else. Oh, we're on like that. Sport. Yes. Come back into UE4. Yeah, this is obviously the best part because you can just keep bouncing backwards and forwards till you get the result you're looking for. And I love doing this because, like, proper preview. Wow, that feels like it didn't do that at all. I think what I need to be doing is making this darker. Maybe not. Darker just does that. It's very interesting. Yeah, despite it's looking like it's not covering much of it. Cover the whole thing again. There you go. Cool. I do think I've got a bit too much. Let's go a little bit on that, a little bit less of that. Export. Yes. Come back in. Yeah. I guess. It just looks metal. Maybe it does need to be white. I did make it grey, to be fair. Oh, yeah, maybe it does need to be, like, more white. I don't know. I really don't know. I think we'll leave it somewhere like this. Maybe like this, like really shiny but not as metal. Nah, it definitely needs the more metallic nature to it. I just think it needs to be actually darker. I don't really know how this is going to look. That's the problem with this. Is obviously moving back and forward. I'm sort of guessworking how I'm going to make it look. It's too dark now. I'm just going to do that. We're going to save it. We're going to close it. Because I need to finish up. Yeah, it's fine. So that'll look, I think, pretty cool as bait. I mean, if we look into here, we can see a more pre-rendered example. Yeah. It's a very long time to get essentially a very basic looking spyglass. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a wasted effort. I kind of wanted to lean it up against over here. Something like that. And I'll probably put another one like over here. Oops. And obviously seeing what it looks like when it bakes is going to be the big deal. It's going to be what we care the most about. And I'm probably going to put it on bake when I go downstairs. I'm going to make it 256 because it's a more detailed asset. I want to have a better resolution. 12K thingy, that's fine. And yeah, there you have it. This baked. It is. That looks wrong, but that's fine. Boom. Oh, I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. Obviously, we spent most of it making this little magnifying glass that looks... You know what? He doesn't look bad, and we're not seeing him baked yet. That's going to be the big thing, because obviously you'll see a big difference between baked and not baked. But yeah. I hope you guys, again, enjoyed the stream. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. I didn't think I was going to stream too long today, but we've apparently done a very long one. So, yeah. I'll catch you guys then. Bye-bye. And I'm going to bake while I'm off. Boom. Build lighting. Bye.